This week in the market, I'll be watching the previous week low, the previous week high, and the monthly levels. As you can see, it's August, so we started a new month. We had a failed two up on M2K. So based off the monthly, they're letting us know that price doesn't want to travel up. Price wants to come down. So coming into Monday morning, we're going to watch the previous week low and the monthly low to see if it breaks. And if we break this level and stay below, then we can touch this monthly level right here, and it's a weekly level right here. So a weekly 3. So coming into the week, I will be watching this level right here to see if we got a bearish continuation right there. But if price want to get back above the 50 field, which is right here, then we can look for bullish continuation all the way to the top right here. But the safest move is going to be waiting on the reaction to the previous week high right here. So coming into the week, if we break the previous week low and the month right here, then we can look for bearish continuation. If we go down to the daily, we got a fail two up. So a price come down and break this right here, we can look for profits right here to be taken on Monday morning. That's if price wants to run. But if not, we can possibly see that later this week. If price break below these levels, look for these two levels for the week for M2K. Also be mindful of the 50% fib level for the week. We had a small two, so price could come back and reject and go back upside. Because if you look, we had a nice little pullback inside of June. See, it's still, it broke below the 50 fib level of June. Yeah, so you're right above. So watch out for the for July low and the previous week low to see if we have bearish or bullish continuation for M2K. Let's go to NYM. NYM have a 3. So whenever we have a 3 inside the market, we want to watch the reaction of the high and reaction of the low. That would be the safest move for direction. If we go down to the month, we got a fail two up. So basically off the month, price can either come down, but often fail two ups, I'll be looking at fail two up as like consolidation now. Like a lot of times I don't like fail two ups unless it's at a key area. If it's not at a key area, then 9 times out of 10, it's just consolidation or noise. So we have a fail two up on a monthly, but you just want to be mindful of this month level right here. Based off the month, price look like it want to come down. This 3 right here, we undecided, but we got a bullish 3. So this bullish 3 letting us know that at least we want to come up here. We can go 3-2 on a week. So 3-2 on a week right here, I'll make it bullish. So watch out for these two, the high, the previous week high and the previous week low on NYM. And if you can see on the daily right here, we got a 2 right here. So, and then Sunday night prices already broke above it. So like I said, coming into Monday morning, we want to watch that right there for TP level right there. So be mindful for that level for NYM. NYM looking bullish right now. And M2K is looking bearish right now. That is crazy. Well, I'll say M2K look like it's in a pullback. I wouldn't just say it's looking bearish, but M2K look like it's just been pulling back, It's just been pulled back. So I want to see if the dips get bought up this week for a pushback upside. So be mindful of that for M2K. Charts are showing bearish, but it's a pullback. If you look and see, we've been in a nice uptrend. So price eventually got to pull back. So like I say, it still haven't broke this major 3 level. It just pulled back into the level. So like I say, we still inside of it. But be mindful of the previous week low and the month low and of the 50 fib level and then the weekly high level for M2K. That's NYM, just went over that. If we go to gold. Now I've been seeing people been buying up gold to go back to the bull side. So let's see. We got a 2-1 on the monthly. So price can go 2-1 bullish reversal or 2-1 bearish reversal. So that's either or scenario. So watch that on the monthly. We can go 2-1 bullish or we can go 2-1 bearish. for the monthly. If you drop down to the weekly, we got a 2-1. So it's the same thing. Price can come and go bullish on the week and watch this target level, or price can come back and come bearish. So gold, we got bullish or bearish. But based off the higher time frame, look, we had a nice engulf for the past 3 months. You smell me? So a lot of folks been saying that gold is nice for the turnaround. I like what they've been saying based off the charts, because I feel like we have hit a bottom right here. Like we have been pulling back. You see, we had them gaps. You know? So I feel like price had to eventually pull back until you see all these engulfed days. So price had to pull back into one of these gaps, fill these gaps. So I think gold is in a nice spot to rebound. I think it had a nice pullback. You smell me? I think we hit if it break below this level, for sure this level right here. But I like gold. Gold can either go bullish or bearish for this week. So be mindful of gold. It can go either bullish or bearish this week. Be mindful of gold. Watch out for the macro news and watch out for the previous week high and the previous week low. But gold can either go bullish or bearish this week. Be mindful of that. Let's go down to MMS. So MMS have a 2-1 right here for the monthly. So coming into the month, MMS can either break this monthly level right here and try the highs, all-time highs right here. This is all-time highs right here. So be mindful of MMS. We could go 2-1-2 bullish continuation to all-time highs, or we can go 2-1-2 bearish right here. And these would be the levels to watch out for exhaustion levels. So go down to the weekly. We had a fail 2 down on the weekly. So fail 2 down, let us know that price wants to go above. So price wants to go above. Let me delete some of these levels right here. I don't know why I got all these levels. Okay, yeah. The price get above this weekly level right here. 75.49.25. If they get above that, look for the exhaustion level right here. So be mindful of that for MMS. MMS can either go bullish or bearish. Based off the weekly right here, it want to go bullish because we got a fail 2 down on the weekly. So it want to go bullish on the weekly. On the monthly, we got consolidation. So watch out for the previous month high and the previous month low. And on the week, we want to go bullish. So we're looking for bullish continuation this week for MMS. Bullish continuation this week for MMS is what we're looking for. Bullish continuation for MMS. So be mindful of those levels right there. If you can see, prices already broke out of the high. It's already above the high. And 9 times out of 10 is above the high because Trump said that we signed the deal with Iran. So we're going to see how that goes this week. You know, Trump say one thing and then another thing, he get mad and do something else. So, but we on NMQ right now. If you look at NMQ had a 2 down. So NMQ was real bearish for the month. You smell me? So you draw your high, previous month high, your previous month low. Now based off the NMQ based off the money look like it wants to still go bearish. The reason why I say bearish because we have a 2 down, but we have a 2 down with a wick right here. So that's the only reason I say that. Price can fake, go back up and come down and test this wick. You smell me? And then go back up. So I always say watch the 50% fill level of the month. If we draw that out, put our 50% monthly level right there. Then you go to the week. You see the week, it got like a shooter, it look like. It's kind of look like a shooter, just the wick right here. But this downside wick is much longer. So coming into the week, we want to see at least the weekly level react to this 50 field level. Back to that 50 field level, we see we got a fail 2 up on a daily level. Fail 2 up, so Price might come back and retest this engulf structure right here. I'm talking about the 10, so you got a 3, 2, 2. Okay, so yeah, got 2 up. So yeah, price is looking bearish. Price is looking bullish for M2KZ. For NMQ, man. We looking real. Yeah. Price give it above this previous week high. We can look for the weekly level right here. And then for the daily level, if it get above, we can look for it right there. Yeah, we can look for it right there. So be mindful of that with NMQ. I really think we're gonna have a bullish run this week. I feel like the market was pulling back, and I feel like that a lot of dips are going to get bought up. If you look and see with MMS, you see we really haven't been making no moves since May, really, man. If you think about it. Yeah, since May. Since May, we just been consolidating. Look, since June. You feel me? So since the June time, we really ain't been doing nothing, bro. Since May, June. So I feel like that the market has been going off of this news that's been happening right now. And then a lot of AI uncertainty. That's what been causing the market to go up and down for us with the indices. And that's what I've been telling people, like, man, we really ain't been having just no nice. NYM been having nice moves, but NYM been doing a lot of pullbacks, a fake out. You smell me? So it ain't really just been clean. It's been sharp, quick moves. It's like you got to read price action fast, or you gonna miss the move, or 9 times out of 10 you gonna lose some money. So it's best to have your markets. It's best to have your level set out and already have your plan coming into the market. So the only thing that you be waiting on is basically your signal. That's the only thing you're gonna be worrying about. Let's see what the dollar looking like. The dollar done came down for the week, so that's good right there. I always remember when a dollar down, gold go up. So keep that in mind. Oh yeah, let me check out the news this week. Economic calendar got July 7th, August 20th. So we got ISM manufacturing PMI on Monday at 9. We got JOLTS jobs at 9 Tuesday. We got PMI services on 9. Shit. Friday we got an unemployment rate, non-farm payroll. So yeah, we got some major fucking news this week. Got major news this week. Coming in at Monday. Monday, be mindful of this 9 o'clock PMI news, So just be mindful. And one thing I want to say about news too, also, news has been my worst days so far as a trader. And the reason why news be my worst days because I react off the news instead of reacting off the charts. And one thing I learned is that allow the news to come out, then hop on the charts, because the news can either push the levels to hit the levels or it can make levels fail. So it's like, don't worry about the news. Just wait till the news finish and then react to what the market is showing you based off the news. That's one thing I learned. Never try to predict the news also. Allow the news to come out and allow the news to finish, then take your levels. That's what we're going into this week mindset with this week. We're going to allow the news to happen and we're going to trade the 15 minutes after that news. That's what we're doing this week. Always remember to put a stop loss, control your psychology, and you gotta fall in love with the art of trading. Fall in love with reading price structure. Fall in love with following your strategy. Fall in love with mastering your rules. Fall in love with reviewing your journal. If you fall in love with those things, you should be a profitable day trader. Fall in love with the art and the things will take care of itself.